So welcome everyone to this 6-week webinar series, How to Be Your Best When Life Brings the Worst. And what I'm hoping to give you with these webinars is some really simple tools to help you deal with the stressful situations that many of us are going through right now, along with the difficult thoughts and feelings that we have about the situations that we're going through. And these tools that I've put together are some tools that I use in my own life, and also tools that if you've worked with me in the past through counseling, some of the tools might be familiar to you, but maybe there's some new ones as well that I really hope will help you. And I'm going to be teaching them over the next 6 weeks. And I really encourage you, as you learn each skill or each tool, to practice them every day and build upon each skill as you learn another one. But where I want to start is by asking a question that I already actually asked in the survey that I sent out. But I'd like you to reflect on the question a little bit more. And the question is this: what challenges are you facing right now that you'd like to handle better? You can hit pause on the video and grab a pen, or if you've got an iPad or a phone or something you can use to keep some notes. I'd actually encourage you to keep some notes over the next 6 weeks, and you can jot down some ideas, but there'll also be some questions that I'll be asking along the way, and maybe some exercises to give you as well. So hit pause and answer the question: what challenges are you facing right now that you'd like to handle better? So I'd like you to keep those answers in mind as we work together for the next 6 weeks. And I'm hoping that the skills that you will practice from this webinar will help you cope more effectively with whatever challenges you're facing right now. So whatever thoughts or feelings or circumstances you're faced with, that the skills are going to help you be your best self. And I'm hoping that when this is all past and behind us, and one day it will be in the rearview mirror, that we'll be able to look back on ourselves and say with pride and a sense of accomplishment that, yes, it was a really challenging situation for me, but I did some things that really I feel quite proud of. I was a certain kind of person, and I feel good that in that challenging time, maybe I grew and I even thrived a little bit. Very challenging to do, which is why I'm going to give you some skills to do that. And to close off today, I'm going to introduce the 4 skills to you. And the 4 skills are based on an acronym of the word BEST. So how to be your best. And here are the 4 skills. The first skill that's going to help you be your best is breathe. Now, just breathe sounds pretty cliche and obvious, but it's actually quite powerful how slowing our breath and some other quick methods that I'll teach you can drastically reduce the stress in our mind and our body. And then we can make choices in that state that help us be much more productive or effective as we deal with fear or sadness or anxiety. The next skill is E, acknowledge your emotions. Here's what's actually quite amazing. Every thought and feeling we have, at the most, lasts about 90 seconds. If we did nothing with a thought or a feeling, it would go away on its own. Trying to make them go away actually keeps them around longer. It gets us into this struggle, this tug of war with the thought and the feeling. So it's counterintuitive, but I want to teach you some quick skills that help you just simply step back and acknowledge the thoughts, acknowledge the feelings, knowing that if I don't try to change it, It might stay around for a bit, but because I'm not struggling with the thought or the feeling, I'm free to control what I can control, which is how I'm going to respond to my emotions. And so using simple breathing and grounding techniques, we calm the mind and the body. That keeps our thinking brain online. We can use that thinking brain to notice how thoughts and feelings come and go, whatever we're experiencing. And then we can ask ourselves, how do I want to respond to this? And that's using the third skill, which I called setting a compass. It's choosing the direction you want to go. Even with the difficult circumstances or the swirl of difficult thoughts and feelings, what kind of person do I want to be in this situation? What do I want to stand for? Is it possible that even if I'm having an anxious thought, or I'm feeling discouraged or lonely, is it possible that I can still be the kind of person I want to be, even just a little bit? Whether that's more compassionate or more patient or more courageous or more loving. And finally, after deciding the kind of person you want to be, then it's a matter of taking action. Action that moves you towards your values and goals. If you were watching yourself on a video later, you'd be looking back and seeing yourself doing something that would be like, that's me being the kind of person I want to be. That choice is moving me towards my value. That's moving me towards my goals. And taking action according to our values helps us be the kind of people we want to be, so that after the fact we can look back and say, this brought out the best in me. And so that wraps up this first webinar. And what I want you to do between now and next time that we meet again, which will be in about a week from now, is to make a list of the things that you would like to be doing differently. Even with all these difficult thoughts and feelings, what are some things that you'd like to be able to do differently in the situation you recognized earlier that you were having some trouble with? Make a list of some ways that you think, hey, if I did this, I think I'd be coping more effectively. Love for you to dream a little bit between now and next time, and I hope that the skills that we're going to start with next week are going to help you do the very things that you want to do, that you can feel that you are being your best self, even in what feels like the worst of times. And we'll see you next time.